And we are live. Let me build the beat with a little music, and we'll be right with you.
Been in the game for quite some time, writing words and spitting rhymes, twisting up verbs and dropping dope lines. I'm here to take my shit back, motherfucker, gon' give me what's mine. Ow. You wanna do what I do? You gotta do, you do. You wanna talk the way I talk? You gotta talk, you talk. You wanna walk the way I walk? Yeah. But you can't, so you might as well stop. Try. Who's Jack? 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 Do you wanna know? Who's Jack? Do you wanna know where is Jack? I can tell you something about Jack. Where you were for real, baby. Can we show you? Who's Jack? You like the stylish clothes I wear? Hold up, bitch, don't touch my hair. Don't touch my hair, girl. You smell the fragrance of my cologne through the air. A bona fide Mac. Know what you know about that, Jack? You wanna do what I do? You gotta do it, do it. You wanna talk the way I talk? You gotta talk, talk. You wanna walk the way I walk? Yeah. But you can't, so you might as well stop. Try. Who's Jack? 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 Hold up now, you must think you slick. You talking about that, but that ain't this. You think that you're magic, hocus pocus with all your tricks. Wanna impress me, bitch? Drown a fish. You bitch, you. You wanna do what I do? You gotta do what you do. You wanna talk the way I talk? You gotta talk, talk. You wanna walk the way I walk? Yeah. But you can't, so you might as well stop. Try.
bitch? You don't know, Jack. You don't
Yeah, you
know.
done done my
Jack,
motherfucking thing. Yeah, 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 yeah.
what you like, bitch? Please, please.
Yeah, that was that track called "Who's Jack? Who's Jack" by a guy named Mofac. Underground guy put together some jamming funk, right? Some '90s shit. Y'all know that shit was jamming. Before that, we heard "Psycho Lyco" by the Dog Pound. That was the instrumental version, right? Let me let people know something, cause people be talking about strikes and shit like that, right? YouTube has laid back on copyright strikes. You used to be able to get three, and then you in jeopardy of getting your page shut down. Okay, so when you play somebody's music, which I do, that just means I get a copyright strike, but it's not against me where I may get my channel shut down. It just means I cannot monetize this video. So I don't give a fuck. And I'm not getting paid to do this. Because I just played somebody else's music. So what happens is any money made from this video will go to the artist and not me. So if I don't play something, I try to play instrumental, so I don't know. But so for those who's scared, you can play music. You just can't. Your video just won't be monetized if somebody else has a copyright on it. Okay. So you see, I'm representing this Smith and Wesson today. I like my shirt. I'm a two-way guy. I'm involved in a lot of the gun rights talks, two-way talk, self protection talk. I'm in a lot of different groups. I belong to Gun Owners of America, and I just rep that. So I have a lot of two-way friends that do watch me, and I participate on their channels, even though y'all not into that. But just letting you know. So the title is ASCAC. Is ASCAC a cult or is it a legit organization? A lot of people, like Armchair says, Reggie hold credibility as a scholar who speaks at professional conferences and writes scholarly papers rest on ASCAC being legit, which it isn't. Now, I have my opinions of ASCACs, and we're going to go into that. And this is going to be a very entertaining live stream. I thought about just being all serious and pontificate, but I said that's just not my personality. I got to clown, have fun, use some humor. So I wanted this to be entertaining, but it's a serious fucking point. We're going to go into what ASCAC teaches and what they're about. The founders, those who's running it now. And let me say this with all sincerity. Can people hear me before I go on? Let me get a number 8. As soon as I see a number 8, I will continue. Soon as I see, all right, armchair philosopher is quick at the trigger. Armchair philosopher is quick at the trigger. He be first. He be listening and then he reacts. All right, thank y'all. So I'm heard well. Let's get into this. Enough clowning around. I first want to say, off the rip, Dr. Mario Beatty is the president of ASCAC. I'm asking Dr. Mario Beatty to step down as president of ASCAC if he doesn't make certain corrections and apologize to Black America. Chief X, the village chief, the cyber village chief, I stake my claim. I'm asking Dr. Mario Beatty, to step down as president of ASCAC for my reasons that we will get into. If he doesn't come out with a public apology and make some corrections, which we're about to get into. Dr. Reggie, or Brother Reggie, I'm asking him to apologize to the people and correct his wrong of the last 20 years of the miseducation of Black Americans intentionally. Whether they step down or not, oh well. But goddamn it, I'm Chief X and I'm asking. I may not hold no power, but God damn it, this is how I feel. And you ain't gonna do nothing about it. All right. So let me just preference this. 3 years ago, Chief X, aka Xavier, I went to Ghana for my 50th birthday. I represent West Side, West Africa, West Coast. I went to Ghana for my 50th birthday party. This trip to Ghana changed my life and changed my thinking and just revolutionized the way I feel about black Americans in the so called conscious community. I went there I stopped at and went to about 5 different museums in Ghana. And I never seen not one thing related to North Africa or Egypt in any of those museums. Seen Ndinkra symbols and all kind of other things related to West and Central Africa. I went to an orphanage in West Africa and got very sentimental when I realized they had no plumbing. And the stench and smell was horrible. I broke down crying that day. I asked them, how do these kids get funding and how are these kids taken care of at this orphanage here? They replied to me that this orphanage runs off of philanthropy. And nice people as yourself, Chief X, who decide to come here and donate. I thought about it, dropped them $100 and gave them a donation and said, this is sad that the government of Ghana doesn't help these orphanages. Follow me. We're going to get real today. I thought to myself as I'm leaving Ghana, no, excuse me, let me back up. While I'm in Ghana, we're driving around and we're touring, and you see grave sites just in different places. No, like set cemetery. This is a cemetery where all dead bodies are buried. I'm not sure how it works, but I guess people just bury people and they make their own little personal cemetery. So I'm watching these tombstones and thinking of all these West African ancestors who passed away. I said to myself, they must be rolling over in their grave thinking about black Americans, diss them, not claim them, and run all the way up to North Africa, dealing with the Arab Emirates and improving their economy as you shop, spend money with the locals, spend money in hotels, plane flights. These are thousands into the millions of dollars over the 30 years that people have been going back and forth on tours to Egypt, erroneously claiming these are our ancestors. Erroneously. While the kids in the orphanage don't get your donations and get your assistance, the locals and all these women with carrying babies on their back who can use your tourist dollars are doing bad. And you black Americans got the audacity to run up to North Africa claiming another people's history and culture as yours. So when I went to Ghana, I was touched. And when I came back, I said, I'm on a mission to bring my people back home. I'm an American. I'm a proud black American. This is my subgroup. This is my tribe. Harry Morgan, I'm going to ask you to relax and listen or be blocked permanently unless you have something mature to contribute in the chat. All this denial and bad behavior is not going down in my chat. Okay? So, because I don't tell no lies, Harry Morgan. I'm not making up nothing. I'm totally 100% real. If you don't like real shit and truth, this ain't the page or channel for you. Okay. So, if I'm misunderstanding something in the chat, pardon me, but I don't think so. Okay? Relax and listen. Get out your feelings. So, I made my point to get on the mission. I said, I'm bringing my people back home to West Central Africa where they belong. If since the 80s we've had all this tourism dollars diverted from Egypt to West Central Africa, then possibly we may have been able to build some bridges right now. Do some international business and trade with West and Central Africa over these years. Just think if all these elders over these 30 years has pushed West and Central Africa and doing tour after tour after tour through West Central Africa, we would have built some bridges, but they didn't do that. Is ASCAC a cult? Is it legit? How did it jump off and start? Let's go. Let me share my screen and we're going to break down a few things. ASCAC, right here, they have ASCAC conferences. It says ASCAC hosts International Conference on African Studies. And when they refer to these African studies, this time in 2014, it says the sounds. Let me blow it up so people can see. And teachings of African culture filled the air as the Association for the Study of Classical African Civilizations hosted their 31st annual Ancient Kemetic Egyptian Studies Conference. This year, the event was held from March 13th through 16th in Essex County in Newark, New Jersey. Right? Now, they have the audacity to call ancient Egyptians what? Our ancestors. What they are alluding to is that African Americans and blacks in the diaspora are descendants of the ancient Egyptians. This is what they're pushing in 2022. Let's be clear. Now, you have right here ASCAC Executive Committee. Let me blow this up so people can see. That's too big. Hold on. They have right here Mario Betty as the president of ASCAC. Vice President Dr. Greg Kamathi. They have a second vice president, Dr. Joy Hardiman. Secretary, Dr. Ya Asantiwe. Treasurer, Mr. Jerome Boykin. Member, Mrs. Carruthers. And they have a council of elders, Leonard Jeffries, Rosalind Jeffries, Elder Medina, just different people, right? They have their divisions: Eastern region, Mid Atlantic region, Midwest region, different regions, right? Dr. Craig LeGrand, who I used to live across the street from in Compton, California. And they end this by saying, "Thank you very much for reading this post in my yacht." It goes down further. They say, "Shem Hotep, Metanetta for I go in peace." They're trying to tell you guys that you guys descend from the ancient Egyptians, and those are our ancestors. Let's be clear. So let's go and just read how they jumped off. Association for the Study of Classical African Civilizations. You make sure everyone sees this. We don't want to be confused. The Association for the Study of Classical African Civilization is an what? Independent study group organization. Founded in 1994 by Doctors John Henry Clark, Asa Grant Hilliard, Leonard Jeffries, Jacob Carruthers, Yusuf Ben Jokanan, Dr. Ben, and Malana Karenga. And they are devoted to the rescue, reconstruction, mind you, and restoration of African history and culture. So what they want to do, because these words are very important: reconstruction and restore. What needs to be reconstructed and restored? Certain things are already true and factual and scientific. What do they want to change? Let's think and have a discussion today. What are these people trying to change, restore, and reconstruct? It is an organization that provides the opportunity for African people to educate other African people about their culture. Egypt is not our culture and never has been. ASCAC was founded by scholars with ties to African American communities in New York, Chicago, Atlanta, and Los Angeles, and derives its membership from African Americans across class and occupational locations. These organizations have since expanded into international organizations with the membership regions representing the continental United States as well as the Caribbean, Africa, and Europe. ASCAC has 4 commissions which advance this agenda. There is an agenda: education, research, spirituality, development, and creative production. Along with creating study groups throughout the world, ASCAC holds what? Annual conferences. This happened to be one of the annual conferences that they wanted to speak about ancient Kemetic Egyptian Studies Conference and called them what? Our ancestors. So let's be clear that the president of ASCAC, which is the preeminent so-called scholarly organization for Black Americans about our history, is claiming that ancient Egyptians are our ancestors. But you guys said, that, oh no, we don't claim to be Egyptian. Oh no, that's just an African civilization, and everybody gives credit to their African civilizations. All of Europe credits Rome and Italy. Slow down, Tiger. In Europe, French people, people from Norway, Britain, Germany, they don't claim no goddamn Rome and Greek as them. You guys been teaching it wrong and lying. Them Europeans do not claim Egypt, Rome, or Greece. They study what is so called classical civilizations because it's fucking interesting and people have an interest and it's a hobby for them. That's it. That's it. No more, no less. Now, in the conscious community, which I call the unconscious community, they seem to think that, hey, Egypt is an African civilization and therefore ours because we're African. No, they call Egypt North Africa. We're not North Africans. Be clear. Just like Iranians are not Southeast Asians. Iranians ain't Cambodians, Vietnamese. It's a continent. Who are you talking about? Okay, so when you go to, let me just be clear. These are the founders. Now, the founders are legit doctors, except John Henry Clark and Dr. Ben. They're not credentialed doctors. Rest in peace to both of the gentlemen. No disrespect, but we're going to have an honest conversation here. Okay? So, when you go to the president of ASCAC's website, this is y'all's president of all scholarly information. This is his homepage. It's called The Narrative. Because Dr. Mario Obidi teaches Meduneter. He teaches that we are the ancient Egyptians. And it's on his website, the homepage right here. Let's scroll in. Featured content. Of the president of ASCAC, featured content. You have a young lady right here. This is the featured content. Maroon's medicine chest. Herbs, potions, magic, abracadabra. I'll heal you from all your diseases and shit. Tricks, selling you something. Everything is about Hotep hustling you and taking your money under false pretenses. We're selling you revised history that they reconstructed. Excuse me, I forgot something. I'm sorry. Let me go here and explain something to you. Let me back up. 2 years ago, I made this video right here. About a year after I got back from Ghana. 2 years ago, this video was made January 2021. It's about to be January 2023. This video is right here where I said I'm about to bring my people home. And when I said remember the words reconstruction and restore, I said I'm about to remodel the conscious community. And this video was 2 years ago. It's 1 minute long. Let's listen.
The entire conscious community will be torn down and remodeled. From Sheikh Anta Diop to Dr. Ben, all the way down to the craziest young pharaoh. A lot of people will be in their feelings in 2021. They will be in their feelings more than they've been in their feelings at any time. I'm tearing it all down and remodeling it because it has mold in all the walls. And it's no good anymore. We're rebuilding it on truth. The entire conscious community and its teachings have been a sham for 40 years. Strap on your seatbelt. Get ready. A lot of niggas gonna be in their feelings. And I'm Chief X. I'm the cyber village chief. And you the frontline worker. I lay down the law.
2 years later, this is a continuation. I said, strap on your seatbelts 2 years ago. And niggas strapped on their seatbelts. Some people didn't put their seatbelt on and they crashed and burned. And their head went through the windshield because they didn't buckle up. People like Ankh in the Amin Ra squad. They didn't buckle up and they crashed and burned and their head went through the windshield and now they have brain damage because they didn't listen. I said strap on your seatbelt. I said niggas gonna be in their feelings all year long, and guess what? They was in their feelings all year long. Little later on, a month later, I believe I made the video Black Egypt Debunked. Then I put together a panel to have a live stream about Black Egypt Debunked. And soon after that live stream, that night, people went on a mission to knock my shine, and they did a 25-hour long live stream. The longest live stream in the history of the conscious community, talking about Chief X and his claims and him tearing down the conscious community, and they was in their feelings for 25 hours straight. It was a marathon. One nigga crying, then the next nigga come crying, and niggas was rotating, crying and whining for 25 hours. One batch of crying ass niggas went to sleep, then the next batch of crying ass niggas went to sleep. And they rotated, crying and whining that Chief X destroyed the fact that the ancient Egyptians was not their ancestors. That's what happened. That's exactly what the fuck happened. I'm asking Mario Obiti to step down as president of ASCAC, and we're not finished, and we're going to get into those reasons. Unless he apologized to black Americans for intentionally miseducating, intentionally lying, and the structural integrity of ASCAC is in question. The intellectual integrity of ASCAC is in question today and has been in question. People cannot continue to disrespect other people's cultures because you wouldn't to disrespect other people's histories because you wouldn't want somebody to disrespect your history. What if people start saying, yeah, you black Americans, you ain't started hip hop. Y'all ain't start. We started hip hop in Morocco. Y'all some fake ass hip hoppers. You know how y'all do to the Native Americans? Y'all $5 Indians. Y'all fake Indians. Y'all fake ass Arabs. Y'all just came. You ain't the ancient Egyptians. That ain't y'all history. That's our history. You niggas is fake Egyptians. You know how y'all been disrespecting them for fucking years and decades? Let's be honest. Oh, y'all ain't the goddamn Moors. We the Moors. Screw you, Arabs and Berbers. Y'all history is fake. We the real ones. This is what you niggas been doing for 40 years. Disrespecting people's history, cultures, and all that. Let's be honest. I can prove everything I'm saying. I just had a whole list of disrespect that black Americans were shooting at Berbers, North Africans, and Arabs just 6 months ago. You seen it. This is why they're mad. And they got every right to be. Let's continue on. on his website, featured content. It just starts off on the home page, featured content. People, ladies like this, selling you shit. Maroon's Medicine Corner. A course introduction. They're selling you herbs and potions and telling you they can heal you. Dr. Sebi type shit. Uh-oh. I show and prove. The entire conscious community sucking up to Dr. Sebi, and Dr. Sebi said he's Black Jesus. He can heal the blind, the cripple. He can bring the dead back to life and raise the dead. Dr. Sebi said he can cure lupus, sickle cell, cancer, and any motherfucking thing else. And y'all took it, believed it, hook, line, and sinker. And Dr. Sebi, we put $1,000 on it. I was the first one to expose Dr. Sebi's lying ass because I don't like black people being miseducated. And I said, I will pay $100, I said at first, for anybody that can find one person on planet Earth in 30 years that Dr. Sebi cured of a major disease. Oh, niggas was mad at Chief X. Oh, Chief, you tripping? Not 4 years later, not one person is able to get that $100 and show me one person Dr. Sebi has ever cured and let me see it on paper and documentation. Let me see the documentation of a doctor telling the patient that the patient has cancer and then show me the same doctor saying this patient does not have cancer no more. Where? The conscious community is a cult. Therefore, ASCAC is a cult. Let's go. What's she selling you? Course introduction and wellness. And she's not even a black woman. She's a biracial. So they got people on Dr. Mario Beatty, the president of ASCAC, to sell you out with some fake ass information. Why couldn't they have a fucking nutritionist on here with the master's degree in nutrition? What is this herb shit and this uncredentialed shit that people love? What is she talking about? Let's go see. Let's go see what she's talking about. Hold on, that ain't it. Here she go right here. Let's play it.
Grab this for you. So this would just have involved putting this in to the hot water and stirring that around. And in this particular
Oh, wait a minute. Am I sharing my screen?
more water to that.
Hold on. I don't know if I'm behind sharing my screen. Hold on. Let me. Bam. There we go. Excuse me.
Go ahead and zoom. Added in our sorrel. And Ollie's going to zoom in on that. I'm going to grab this for you. So this would just have involved putting this in to the hot water and stirring that around.
Let me fast forward. I hope you can hear the audio, what she's saying.
And the reason why I like your process of cooking to do this, it's still hot, which it's great hot, but the heat of what else we're going to make requires a little cooling. And hibiscus is a refrigerant.
You niggas is dealing with magic? Subpar health and nutrition information. They selling you this shit Same shit as blue and red pill and Sabi and all this magic. We can heal you and cure you shit. Don't listen to your doctor. We got you. Remove these credentialed people out the way. We got you because we want to sell you something. So Dr. Mario Obidi is selling you something. He's selling you revised history. He's selling you fake ass doctors, fake ass health and nutrition information. What is wrong with getting a qualified nutritionist to give black folk proper health and nutrition information? Let's continue on. Now, I was going to break down that she's half Syrian, biracial. I don't even know she's African American. She's a biracial. She might be a second generation immigrant. This is what you guys are being sold by the president of ASCAC. Now, 3 featured content. Another one, Meternetter. The divine speech. Oh, hold on. Let me share my screen again. I'm tripping, y'all. Here we go. Here we go. Meternetter. Some more shit to sell you. Now, don't get me wrong. There's nothing wrong with learning Meternetter if that's your thing and you want to do it. But don't act like that's y'all's language, y'all people's history. Just say you're learning about Meternetter because it's a hobby. So he's selling Meternetter classes and telling you you're Egyptian. Meternetter with Dr. Mario Obidi. Dr. Mario Obidi, and they call it divine speech. Well, why can't Swahili be divine? Why can't West African languages be divine? West Africa and Central Africa is not sexy? You need to attach to Egypt because that's sexy? In this course, he's selling you a course. She was selling you herbs, selling you that she can cure you. He's selling you a course. Dr. Mario Obidi introduced you to Meternetter, divine speech, the Kemetic ancient Egyptian sacred language and script, commonly referred to as Egyptian hieroglyph. The course focuses on a phase of language conventionally known as Middle Egyptian, dating from 2100 BC onwards. I don't need to continue. Let's move on. What's the next thing they're selling you here? Yoga with Lindsay. Hey, little Lindsay. Yoga with Lindsay. Classes. Introduction to Vinyasa style yoga. They taking you to Hindu land. And a lot of these people make you think chakras and kundalini and yoga and astrology. And remember that I said astrology. Remember I said astrology. Remember I said astrology, yoga, chakras, kundalinis, lotus births. All that is shit is Hindu religion. Third eye, although my logo is a third eye. Right? And my email is third eye X-Man. Okay? But I took that email on years ago when I was in the cult. I didn't know any better. I thought it was some African shit. I used to be you. Third eye is Hindu religious nonsense. Third eye has nothing to do with real science, which is your pineal gland. They are totally separate things and they have no attachment, no correlation. It's just some fuck shit niggas picked up from Hinduism. Yoga, chakras, kundalini, lotus births, magic candles and shit. All this shit that sisters be into in the conscious community. Herbs, healing, Ayurveda medicine and all that shit. Alternative medicine, all that shit is Hindu shit. Show and prove, Chief X. Okay. Yoga, First thing pop up, Hinduism. Right here. Yoga is not African and never been African. Ain't no Africans practice yoga. What is Mario Obedi and these leaders of ASCAC teaching you African Americans, you black Americans? Did they tell you that it's Hindu? Did they tell you it wasn't African? No, you're being miseducated. Let's go. It's Hindu. Look, Buddha is meditating. And no, Buddha is not African. Buddha was never African. That was not them snails on top of their head. They're not fucking Bantu knots, okay? Shiva meditating on the lotus position. That's why I said lotus births that the sisters is into. Keeping the placenta for fucking 24 hours and thinking that does something for the baby. Nope. The longest you need to keep an infant attached to the placenta is 45 minutes. After that, you niggas got your babies attached to a decaying piece of flesh. And you can die and get disease and bacteria because the flesh is now rotting. But you niggas is practicing lotus's birth. I seen Polite with the goddamn rotten placenta burying it in the ground. And lotus birth's about keeping the placenta attached to the baby for 24 and 48 hours. Some fucking bullshit pseudoscience. Okay? Here it goes right here. Yoga is Sanskrit. Hindu. Indian. Which originated where? In India. Did they tell you that? No, Chief X told you that because I got your back and love you. Genuine love for you. Okay, so we know yoga's Hindu. Let's just be clear. Okay, back. So, she will sell you some Hindu yoga classes. Bro, if you guys want to stretch, just stretch. If you want to work out, walk around the block, jog down the street. I guarantee you hiking a mountain will do more for your body than yoga. But if you're into yoga, cool, fine. I have no problem with it. I'm just letting you know it's Hindu. And I'm letting you know what they selling you here. I'm not making nothing up. I'm sure this is his entire website. Right here. Unlocking, I said, remember astrology. Here it goes. Let me blow it up so you can see. We don't want nobody in denial. Right here, unlocking astrology. Click on it. Mo Hindu shit, really. Unlocking astrology. And they got a course and will teach you about astrology. Now, this, let me come back to you, is what I keep telling people is subpar education. When you attach to these type of peoples and elders and teachings and shit, you're getting a subpar education. I forgot my point. Hold on. Let me see if I can go back and remember. Damn, I had a potent point too. My brain just froze. Let me see what I meant. Oh, here we go. I know what I meant. I was going to say. What do you mean by subpar, Chief X? This is supposed to be scholarly, intellectual, and should be scientific. So, if they were real about teaching you some real shit that the ancients may have embraced, because they didn't give a fuck about no astrology. Wasn't nobody practicing no astrology nowhere in Africa. Now, what people practiced was astronomy. Astronomy is science. Astrology is pseudoscience. So ASCAC and its presidents prefer you to be imbued with pseudoscience over science. It's called a subpar education. You didn't understand or know it, but I'm the wise man, so that's what I'm here for. That's subpar education. If you want to wish upon a motherfucking star, feel free. I'm not wishing on a motherfucking star. I'm not in La La Land. I'm not in fantasy land. If we're talking about mapping stars to navigate somewhere, that's astronomy, not astrology. See? So the ancestors mapped stars for agricultural purposes, for travel purposes, and for location purposes. They mapped the stars. That's astronomy. For you to think it's astrology means these people miseducated you and threw you all off course into La La Land. And now you want to sit here and take some astrology class, and let's listen here. Bam. Oh, oops, let me share my screen first. And here you is fucking with what? Astrology. What does it say about astrology? Let's just read off the rip. Astrology is a range of divinatory practices recognized as what? Pseudoscientific since the fucking 18th century. Dr. Mario Beatty and his website got y'all going back to pseudoscientific shit way back in the 18th century that we've been debunked. Subpar education. Subpar teachings. La La Land bullshit. Okay? Pseudoscientific. Astrology is pseudoscience. Do I need to show you astronomy is real science? I'm sure you get it by now. Okay? And guess what? The first people they mentioned who practiced it, mainly today's time. Although astrology is mainly originated in Rome, with Rome, it's practiced today by the first person they named, such as the what? The Hindus is the first people they named. I had a girl trying to push astrology on me. I said, well, send me the paperwork. Let's go. She sent me all this Hindu paperwork to figure out about my zodiac and how am I and my personality. Sent me this Hindu paperwork. More Hindu shit you niggas got brainwashed with. Subpar shit. Are we clear? Okay. Back to Dr. Mario Beatty's website. So we got astrology, yoga, metanetter, herbs, magic potions, abracadabra, being taught to you by mulattoes, little girls who barely know anything, got her on here making money. Now this must be family members. This might be somebody he's screwing, family members, I don't know. But it's a whole thing put together to take y'all money under the auspices cloaked under education. Let me reload this page. Okay, there we go. Okay? So this is what you're getting off of Mario Beatty's website, off the rip. So when we go to the About page, what's our mission? It's to empower. Narrative, I guess is the name of his site, is committed to helping black people across the diaspora know our history. He said our history. Create our own stories. What? This is what they're telling you without saying. They're trying to what? Create our own stories. They're creating, making up, restoring, restructuring, and changing history and teaching you guys revised history and fake history. Bottom line. Here goes their instructors. This lady right here, the herbalist, her last name is Amen. I guess she thinks she's descended from ancient Egyptians. She got the last name of Amen. Nobody names themselves this last name unless they think they're from that. My last name is Shelton because I descend from Sheltons. And whatever plantation Master Shelton was on, hey, that's I might have been on Master Shelton's plantation. So we took on our slave master's name. When people switch from Christianity to Islam, they take on a Muslim name or their Muslim slave master's name because Christian entities and Muslim entities or the Arab world and the Christian world enslaved black folk, and we took on our slave master's name. Amin is her slave name because Berbers and Arabs enslaved Africans also. So if you have a Kemetic name, you have your slave master's name. I'm sorry. Molefe Asante, he has a West African name. Good for you, Molefe Asante. We got Terry, Shantavia Johnson, where the money resides. You got Dr. Greg Carr, Kamal Bell, Sam Reynolds, Sinclair. And none of these people, Dr. Greg Carr calls himself what? The Chief Saber. Saber is hieroglyph words SBA. Since we can't pronounce it, they just say Saber. So he's trying to say he's an Egyptian teacher, because that's what a Saber is. It was a teacher in ancient Egypt. These people are telling you we descend from Egyptians and they are descendants of Egyptians. That's what the fuck they're saying. Let's just be clear. I already showed you where right here they're saying our ancestors. Now, even their students claim to be ancient Egyptians, like people in the Amun-Ra squad, who today, since Chief X shut that shit down, they backpedal and act like, nah, we didn't teach that we was ancient Egyptians, but I got these niggas on record teaching that they ancient Egyptians. Huh. Prove that shit, Chief X. Oh, prove that the Amun-Ra squad used to teach that we have Egyptians. We all taught that. I used to, but I've got out the coat. So let me show you modern. Let me just say this. Everyone knows Ashwa Crazy teaches that we are the ancient Egyptians. Dr. Ben did. The teachers of ASCAC, Brother Reggie. For decades they've been saying this, and this is misinformation. We now know with DNA evidence that all that shit is wrong. So at a certain point, ASCAC has to correct themselves. If they consider themselves a scholarship group like a fellow, different white scholarship groups, they have each other correcting themselves and they'll change. You can't be in 2022 teaching pseudoscience and acting like you're a scholarly organization. I forgot my point again. Hold on. Oh, let me go to this lady's website. This is her website. She is featured. This biracial. How can we help heal you today? Oh, oops, I'm sorry. Let me share my screen. I'll be tripping. Here's her website. Calabash tea she sells. Off the rip, what she say? How can we help heal you? How can I get your money and tell you some bullshit? In other words. And then she goes down to selling what? I keep saying magic, but I'm not just off base when I say that. Guess what one of these products is? It says, need more magic? I'm trying to tell you what's happening. You guys think I'm tripping. I don't want you guys to be in la la land and hoping on magic. This should be a real nutritionist on here telling you about health and nutrition, but instead they giving you magic potions. And then she uses a word right here, witch. As you see, which one? Witches? Paganism? Where are they leading you niggas? Madame Blavatsky? Madame Blavatsky is the master teacher of all the females in the conscious community, unknowingly. Look up who Madame Blavatsky is. She's saying witches, ghouls, and goblins need more magic. Abracadabra. I can heal your diseases. Give me your money. And she sells black magic woman shit. Tea and detox shit. Burning burning sage. Burning sage is a Native American practice. Never in Africa did they burn sage or smudge. That is not an African practice at all, ever. It is a Native American practice. Where are they leading you niggas? Selling sage. This one says Garvey's ghost. Ooh, spooky goats, ghost. This one says a spell on you. This seasoning right here. Spells, magics. Was Chief X lying? Nope. I shall improve all things. She gonna cast a spell on your ass. Got you niggas in magic in La La Land. Okay? This is what they selling you. Detox. You can't detox. Detox is a scam. Your liver and your kidney is your detox. Your natural detox is your liver and the kidney. It's nothing you can do to force your liver and kidney to do something it already does. Anything you buy to detox is a scam product. That's why I stopped selling detoxes. It's been a lie. Science tells you that. What you think is a detox is nothing but a herbal laxative that makes you have the runs. It just gives you fucking diarrhea. That's what a detox product does for you. And loosens your stool and makes you have the runs. She's a witch. She's a non-African, non-black American witch. Let's keep that shit real. This is what ASCAC president gave you. Now, Amin Ra Squad and Ankh especially is fronting and act like they didn't used to teach with the Egyptians. This is why this shit needs to be remodeled. And this is why I'm here to save you niggas. I'm the God Best reincarnated. And I reincarnated to come save you cats. Figures. And bring you guys back to West Africa. Because God Best was the only Egyptian deity that is from outside of Egypt. Look it up. Here is Ankh claiming his DNA says he's Egyptian and Nubian. Polite starts it off, and we're going to get all the context. So people will stop lying and Ankh fronting like he didn't do this, because Ankh made a video, scathing video, about me last night. Called me bitch nigga 100 times. He's calling me bitch niggas and hoes because I expose him for his lies. And it just burns his motherfucking soul. But Chief X ain't lying on him. I'm telling the truth on him. This is the context. And Polite will tell you the context. And he will pass the mic to Ankh and Smash Rockwell. And they will double down and co-sign Polite. Let's listen and shut your mouth. Don't let Ankh escape this shit. He's caught. Listen.
Listen.
Came to court. One of the other claims was, y'all niggas ain't no real Egyptians. I wanted them to use.
One of the other claims was, y'all niggas ain't no real Egyptians. I wanted them to use the Igbo tribe so I could show them where the migration took place. Cause came to court. One of the other claims was, y'all niggas ain't no real Egyptians. I wanted them to use the Igbo tribe so I could show them where the migration took place.
Pause. Let's not play like we don't know the context. I showed it to you. Polite is claiming that we are the Egyptians, and they're going to be on a mission right now to prove that we are the Egyptians. And Ak will use his DNA to prove this. Don't let Ankh skip around and play with your mind and act like the context isn't to claim to be Egyptians. That's it. Because Ankh has been lying about this and wiggling. Instead of Ankh just say, you know what, I apologize. And niggas keep it real, like I keep it real. Say, hey, I used to be an Egyptomaniac. I used to be in the cult. I used to teach that. I used to believe that. I got Egyptian tattoos all on my arms, which I do. It's called being honest. I used to believe that. I was in that cult. It's okay, Ankh, for you to say, you know what? Yeah, we all used to believe that. We thought we was Egyptian. I even claimed to be Egyptian. I was wrong. I apologize. And move forward. You don't have to have these things hanging in your closet as skeletons in your closet. You can free yourself. So I'm free. I'm free. I can go in on Black Egypt. I'm free to say what the fuck I want because I'm no longer in the cult. You see? So let's show Ankh, Impolite, and Smash Rockwell having a We Egyptian party.
That's how I got access to the pyramid. One of the other claims was, y'all niggas ain't no real Egyptians. I wanted them to use the Igbo tribe so I could show them where the migration took place, because that's how I got access to the pyramids in Egypt, because my family members out there are...
Smash Rockwell and Ankh giving high fives on the side. Smash Rockwell got a shirt with Egyptian symbols on it. They just stealing history and lying and co-signing each other. I tell you, liars help liars lie. They all co-sign each other's lie. All for attention and to Hotep hustle you, because what Ankh does, he sells abjeware. He has to Hotep hustle you. This is why he's mad at Chief X. Chief X is fucking with his hustle. Let's go.
One of the protectors of the pyramids, and I'm gonna show you something. When the videos go up, y'all ain't never seen the type of access to pyramids that you seen me have. So when they say you gotta pay for...
These niggas just talking and lying. You know how niggas get together and help each other lie? You know, they just get together and help each other lie. Niggas want to be Egyptian that bad. Yep, the Amin Ra Squad used to teach black Americans that you are Egyptian. You think I'm lying? Let's go.
Oh, they not gonna let you in? When you see me in there praying, chanting, meditating, not just one pyramid. Not just one pyramid.
Now, he claimed through the...
Now, let me pause and move forward to Ankh co-signing them. Okay. Here we go.
His DNA.
The Benjai, you know what I'm saying? I mean, and it's just important. And see, I always fuck with ancestors, right? Now, the site I'm fucking with for my DNA, right? I got like the most expensive shit because the person donated. I'm be honest. All right? Okay, person donated that, right? Now they routinely upgrade that shit, right? Listen to me. Now, the whole month leading to the debate, the site was down. They said we working on it, working on it. I'm like, damn, I want to have that shit. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, by the time that shit went back online, yo, they had more results because they went and tried more people. My shit was like the man. I was like, damn.
They was doing that.
Dude, I promise you, dog. Hey, I promise you.
He said it did, and they said the Magi. Slip up a tongue. When you lie a lot, sometimes you just slip up. But he means Nubian. But you can hear it from the horse's mouth.
My father line, it was just there, you know what I'm saying? It was 12% for the mother line.
Wait a minute.
My shit was like the man. I was like, damn.
They was doing that.
Dude, I promise you, dog. Hey, I promise you, my mother line, my father line.
Niggas up, I paused it. Niggas up in here high fiving and going on, sucking up to Polite's pedophile ass, you know what I mean? Birds of a feather flock together. I would never be in Polite's motherfucking face. Ever.
It was just there, you know what I'm saying? It was 12% for the motherland. Then it was 54%, you know what I'm saying, for the Nubian side, the Magi. I'm the Egyptians, the Ethiopians. So, nigga, I tell them niggas, go.
He said the Nubian, the Egyptian, the Ethiopian. I ain't gonna lie on a nigga. I will let this niggas talk too goddamn much, and they forget what lie they tell. They forget they didn't said this. They forget they used to teach we was the Egyptian descendants. They forget all this shit once they get called on their bullshit. Look, Amin Ra Squad. The Amin Ra Squad said what? Hold up.
I say, nigga, go get that DNA.
Hold on.
Motherland. Then it was 54%, you know what I'm saying, for the Nubian side, the Magi. I'm the Egyptians, the Ethiopians. So, nigga, I tell them niggas, go get.
That nigga said the Magi. The DNA test read Magi. You gotta answer this, man. See, man. See, I knew not to trust you.
I said, nigga, go get that DNA shit. They wouldn't. But then they bring my man from Damone in there. It was like they was falling all that. The nigga from Damone in there talking that bullshit. Then I had the Damone slide. Bam.
I told him about the spider web. Once you go ahead. Because I'm going to go back to what Polite was talking about.
So I'm just saying, man, you know, for real, when we brothers fighting for the truth, man, we not trying to make it up. This nigga will tell you about the Hebrews. We telling the truth here. We just saying if you can't prove it, it's not there.
You wanna make it up. We don't make it up. You just made that up, Ak. You just literally made that up. We telling the truth. Uh-huh. Yeah, sure you are. Wait a minute.
So we not trying to. Then I had the Damona slide. Bam.
Let's just hear him again, though, so he can be clear.
Now, these niggas is all on record. Reggie, I got you on record, bro. I got you on record kikiing, sucking up to Dr. Esau, sucking up to I forget the other doctor name, and y'all talking about this conference you gonna put on in Atlanta, and you titled the conference "From the Nile River to the Potomac River," the Potomac River in America. So what they meant was, from the Nile River, they went to the Niger River in West Africa, and from West Africa, we were brought to Americas to the Potomac River. So they're saying that we, from the Nile River, because we're the ancient Egyptians, we migrated to West Africa to the Niger River. Then us West Africans who migrated from Egypt to West Africa, then we were taken as slaves from West Africa by the Niger River to America to the Potomac River. And now we here, descendants of ancient Egyptians. Oh, and this is why they didn't have that conference in Egypt this year, because they shut them niggas down, right? Because Egyptian authorities got tired of these niggas lying on their history, bullshitting and disrespecting them. Let's all be real and honest right now, okay? Let's put the motherfucking cards on the table. Listen here. So, I mean, we got you on record, nigga. There's no way he can get away from that. We got Smash on record. There's no way he can get away from it. Smash right now today will tell the Egyptians they're all wrong. A whole entire ASCAC, every doctor is wrong. They never correct each other. It's a sham. It's a fraud. It's a cult. Let's go back into it. Let me share my screen. Where do I want to go now? Let's go to ASCAC's website. Bam! Here we are. ASCAP's website, ascac.org. And when you first pull it up, it's saying annual conference for the Association for the Study of Classical African Civilizations. Uh-oh! What do you see in the background? All kind of ancient Egyptian shit. This is theft. He's talking about our purpose, our history. They're clearly claiming to be ancient Egyptian. Contact us. Here's the contact us. ASCAC. It has a phone number right here. Guess whose phone number that is? Get in touch. Guess whose phone number that is? That's Dr. Mario Beatty's phone number. He made it public on his website. I'm not exposing nothing. On the ASCAC, this is not even his website. This is ASCAC's website that he's the president of, and his phone number right here. I called it last night. The message said, Dr. Mario Beatty, how can I help you? Leave a message. On ASCAC's website, ancient Egyptian shit. And when you scroll down, the only thing you see is our purpose, follow us, and guess what? Ancient Egyptian pictures. Summer study abroad, Kemet Day. Summer study abroad, Kemet Day 3. These niggas is stealing. They're wrong. They have been wrong. Apologies need to be made in front of the world. Because you, first of all, everyone is botching up what it is. Now, when we sit here and talk about classical African civilization, I'm giving the ancient Egypt to the Mediterranean world because it's a Mediterranean civilization. Yep. Ancient Egypt is a Mediterranean civilization, culture, and everything. Their food is Mediterranean food. If you look up Egyptian food, it says Mediterranean food. If you look up Mediterranean food, they're going to have listed Rome, Italy, Greece, Greek, Egyptian, and guess who ruled Egypt? The Greco-Roman world, the same region. It's all Mediterranean food. It's not no bullshit. Classical African civilizations. The thing about it is, Afrocentrics only point you to Egypt, but there are more classical African civilizations. Why don't they just be fucking more honest? And here we go. The terms African civilizations, also classical African civilizations. Why don't they have pictures of this on, hold on, ASCAP websites? Why all Egypt shit? Egypt pictures. When classical African civilizations, since the name of your organization is ASCAC, which stands for the Association for Classical African Civilizations, here are some classical African civilizations other than Egypt. It would tell you, but they got Nubia here, they got Punt, they have been expanded. Others, the kingdom of, oops, kingdom of Dagbon, the empire of Ashanti. Why they don't have them images up there? These are classical African civilizations. Oh, you niggas thought it was just one? That was just Egypt? Nope, you are wrong. You are disrespectful for not pushing and teaching about the empire of the Ashanti. I always tell you, Asante gang, West Side. I'm saying that because it was a powerful kingdom. It was a classical African civilizations. Oh, you forgot? You so focused on Egypt, you forgot about the empire of the Ashanti, the kingdom of the Congo, empire of Mali, kingdom of Zimbabwe, Songhai Empire, Garamantes, a Harla kingdom, kingdom of Benin. Did you niggas forget about all this shit? Did you forget about the Ashanti Empire? Huh? Talk back to me. Chief X ain't forget. Chief X ain't forget. I'm blacker than you. You thought you was blacker than me, but you niggas represent Caucasoid history. Dr. Ben taught Caucasian history. He didn't teach African history. He taught Mediterranean history. I rep Ghana, Asante Gang, West Side. You see? You see the West, nigga? Where's your balls at? African American, West Side. I represent. Y'all seen me in this, wearing this when I was in the debate. I was representing, and niggas turned their nose up at this shirt. They turned their nose up at it. Guess what Mario Obedi is doing? He's turning his nose up at it. Ain't got it nowhere on the front page. All these elders. Hold on. Let's look and see who they is. Who's guilty of this? Who's alive right now? Asa Grant Hilliard, Leonard Jeffries, Malanga Karinga, Carruthers. They're students like Brother Reggie. You niggas got to correct this shit. Y'all got to correct this shit. I'm asking Dr. Mario Obedi to step down from his presidency of ASCAC until they make a public apology to black folk and let black America know that we're not ancient Egyptians. We erroneously stole their history. We've been wicked and evil, disrespecting other people's cultures and histories, and we've been lying about it. We apologize. We're going to get back on track, and we're going to teach Asante Empire history. We're going to begin to start teaching Western Central African history as our main focus. Now that other people's history, people need to step down. People have committed ifset. People have committed shirk. For all you fancy talking niggas. And this is why I set out to remodel the conscious community. Oh, it's being remodeled. There's structural damage. There's mold in all the walls. And we're going to tear down these walls. We're going to bring y'all proper education. When Chief X, let me find this real quick. Hold on. When Chief X done a live stream during COVID talking about the coronavirus and vaccines, and you didn't see me sitting up here acting like I'm a multi-genius. I brought on a credentialed professional named Dr. Wilson, as you see right here. Y'all remember that? This was a Dr. Wilson interview about vaccines. So if I was to have a vaccine discussion, it's with professionals. Dr. William he's an MD in what was his MD in? Molecular biology. I wasn't going to sit up here and miseducate you. I gave you a credentialed person to teach you about it. The vaccines and the COVID virus and shit. You niggas up here sitting up here like you multi-genius and you want to teach the people about it. Sit your ass down somewhere and let the experts do it. This is the problem. Brother Reggie come shooting hard at me, all in his feelings yesterday. So Reggie, brother Reggie, you got to get some of this smoke. ASCAC is your baby. I don't know no one today who push ASCAC more than brother Reggie. Brother Reggie, you got answer. You got an answer to this shit. I had to come around on the scene and correct this shit when Reggie, you've had 30 years to correct this shit and didn't give a fuck because you was on the Hotep Hustle team. You was with the go along, get along gang. And nobody had the fucking balls to shut this shit down and correct this information except Chief X. Oh, I'm going live again tonight. Since we're talking about experts, you got brothers running around the community acting flip mouth and fancy as if they some expert in DNA. We might not be able to listen to you. I haven't seen your credential that people claim to have in biology. See, you want to play? Let's play. And if you are so well read and sharp and on point in genetics and DNA science, why didn't you shut this Black Egypt shit down? Why Chief X had to come do this shit? I'm not trusting you. You want to play and be all racist and shit. I called you on the phone first to talk to you about it like a man, right? I did that shit, and you got to admit it. But you went right back around and start coming for me and being aggressive and being a ranting racist. So we're going to have to deal with it now. And unless you want this smoke too, let's get some correction real quick. You want this smoke too? Ngozi? Let's correct some shit or you can get the smoke too. All you slick, fast talking cats can get this smoke. This is why Sonetta asked Smash Rockwell before he asked Sekou, did he want to debate me? Smash Rockwell cowered up. That's why you didn't see him on Sonetta TV debating me. Smash Rockwell know better than to see me face to face in a live debate in front of thousands. He won't take that embarrassment. Unc on his channel lying and act like I ran from him from a debate. We can get it on right now. I've never ran. Me and Unc didn't debate because Unc turned it down 4 fucking times and ran. And now he makes the excuse so he won't never have to debate me and get a beat down. He can't be in the same space with Chief X. You goddamn right you can't, nigga. I will body slam you, nigga. I will ragdoll you in half 100 times. That's why you can't be in the same space with me, nigga, because you robbed me and scammed me out of a case of moringa. Nigga, you've been foul. That's why. And the guilt trip on your ass won't allow you to be in the same space as a righteous man. The devil can't stand next to God. You know that. That's why Aunt can't be in the same space with me. The devil can't stand next to the God best. BES, the wise one, the dwarf God. Don't you see this dwarf short status? Cats want to keep playing with me. And goes, you want to run up on Ox Stream when I didn't called you and you ain't answered the phone and I stream and you won't even chat in my, you won't even make a comment in my chat. You want to go to Onk's page yesterday and say, hey, Onk, let's teach. Like you about to come for me? 2 against 1, I will put both y'all on your motherfucking heads. Yeah, I'm harsh like that, not talk crazy. I was going to be all professional today and pontificate in front. I said I got to be myself and be in rare form. What you want to do? You want to flip flop and one day say they definitely African. You know black folk gonna think African is black. Say North African, nigga. It's a difference. You don't just run up out. Just no scholar on the work on earth when they talking about North Africa that don't say North before they say Africa. They all do it. What's y'all problem? It's because y'all want to blend it all and act like Africa's just one people and all one black people. Everybody's all the same. And but on the flip side, y'all say Africa got the most genetic diversity. Well, why won't you just keep it real and say because hell, North Africa ain't black Africa and never been. Goddamn right, they got a lot of genetic diversity. So I'm sitting here on Sonetta, and here come Ngozi calling in. Riding the fence. Make it plain. Don't ride the fence to me and then confuse the people. Show me that degree that you said you had. So don't play. We can play. But see, I've given you a pass on that, but here you come again. So I got. If you want to come for me, I'm gonna come for you. It's simple as that. In the end, I'm gonna win. It's not gonna be a good look for you niggas. Chief X, all his skeletons been out his closet. I'm free. Let's not play. We got niggas on record making claims of having certain degrees. But we haven't seen these degrees. People want to play, let's play. Or somebody can back down now and say, hey, I don't want that smoke, nigga. I'm on your side, really. Nigga, I'm on your side. Let me know something. Two years ago, I set out to remodel this whole entire conscious community. Remove niggas, replace niggas, clarify information, put niggas back in their place where they belong. You a sub-Saharan African nigga and you need to know that. You are not a desert or arid African. You a tropical African. And I don't know why Mario Obidi and the elders of ASCAC and all them staff and people up there selling you fuck shit, selling you magic and shit, magic potions. I showed you all that. Selling you Hinduism and magic. Madame Blavatsky times 10. And ASCAC is legit. Says who? Who fact checked that shit? Except y'all selves. Do you got Dr. Skip Gates on your commission? If you're talking about black American scholars and Skip Gates ain't on your team, you fucking up. Cause Skip Gates ain't co-signing that motherfucking bullshit. Professor Dr. Henry Louis Gates has credentials out the yin yang and can't nobody hold his motherfucking jockstrap as far as credentials and awards. Henry Louis Gates is the first person they should have gravitated to. Nigga, come into the fold. But you can't do all that fuck shit with Henry Louis Gates around. So keep the real ones away. Cancel Chief X. Blackball Chief X. He's on that real shit. We can't have that real shit because we got to hotep hustle these niggas and make some fucking money off these naive, gullible black Americans who don't know a motherfucking thing about history. But we gonna tell them. We don't want no credentialed people to tell them. Let me make sure I ain't missed nothing. I showed y'all there's other classical African civilizations. So people need to get the fuck up off of Egypt only, acting like that's the only classical African civilization, but really a Mediterranean classic civilization. Okay? Oh, let's go over ASCAC some more. Let me share my screen. Let's go over ASCAC's direct website. We don't want to leave no stones unturned today. Restoring African knowledge in times of trouble. I read our purpose. I showed you the pictures. Mario Beatty is his numbers down here for ASCAC. And his site, same shit. Egyptomania. And Dr. Mario Beatty, whose number's right here, the president of ASCAC, teaches Mentor Nectar. I mean, how much more can you get? So for all you cats acting like, oh, well, they don't teach with all the elders today. Listen to what I'm telling you, bro. Baba Heru. Me and Baba Heru was just on my Facebook page arguing because he couldn't answer the question. He couldn't name a black indigenous North African. Oh, yeah, I posted that on Facebook, too. And here come Baba Heru running his ass over to my page, and he couldn't answer and name one black indigenous North African tribe, one black indigenous Europe tribe, not out of the Levant, the Caucasus, the Near East, in North Africa. He couldn't name, so he began to insult me. I told you all them elders follow me. They know goddamn well I'm on point and they won't deal with me. Baba Heru teach that. Mfadizi teach that. Ashwakwezi teach that. His student Sarah Seti teach that. Dr. Reggie used to teach that. He's trying to back off, but he's still alluding to it. That's why he's mad at me, because I'm debunking Black Egypt. So what is he so mad about if I'm debunking Black Egypt and telling the truth? Because he don't want the truth to be known. He's in the boat. He's in the go along, get along gang. All the elders and all those who are supposed to be important, polite, young Pharaoh, all these popular people, Rizza, Tariq Nasheed, all of these people teach that we descend from the ancient Egyptians, and you niggas need to stop lying about that. Okay, so let's go to the About page. Damn. God damn. Dr. Obedi, you go to the About page, and as soon as you click on it, our mission, all I see is a pyramid and a fucking Sphinx. And the Sphinx is damn near on the Mediterranean. Bro, we're not Mediterranean people. What is this shit? ASCAC is a cult. I've proven that. ASCAC provides a body of knowledge that continuously contributes to the rescue, reconstruction, why you gotta reconstruct shit? Huh? And restoration of African history. It was never destroyed to be restored. Just start studying and learning about it, period. It was never destroyed. That you need to restore it or reconstruct it. What kind of wording is this? They're telling you in their face that they've revised history for you. They're right here telling you that in your face, and you still don't get it. Our purpose is to promote the study of African civilizations for the development of an African worldview. But you can't have an African worldview. You can only have a black American worldview because that's how you view the world right from your stance right there in Compton, Baltimore, Detroit, Atlanta, wherever you from, that's your worldview. You have a black American worldview, period. Our aim is to build African centered study groups. Would you just say we want to study African history? Our goal is to provide excellence in all. Now, all these goals and strategies and things are good, but you need to let go of Egypt out of it. Do that with your own shit, not other people's history. Okay? And then it says, our leaders. Huh? Who? Your leader ain't my leader. Listen here, family. Let me tell you something real. My elders are my dad in real life. Y'all can play in the cyber world and front in the cyber world because the conscious community is a cyber world. In real life, Chief X is talking about in reality, my elders are people in my community and or my grandpa and my daddy. My grandpa was an operative mason, a bricklayer in real life, a stone worker in real life. Not no fake Egyptian fucking master builder shit type shit and all this old fake ass talking shit. My granddaddy was a mason in real life and did stone work and beautified everybody's home throughout Compton and Carson. He's a legend. Showed me how to work hard and was never out of work. My granddaddy worked for Northrop Aerospace Industry and retired. On the side, he did brickland forever and had a security company and did security for a church. That's my example of an elder in real life and hard working man that I got sustenance from, who molded and made me and helped me in my thinking. You niggas claiming some nigga that's in another state you sat at the feet of is some fake shit. Let's be real. Oh, I sat at the feet of Dr. Ben and shit. That's some fake shit. That's some cyber world fake shit. You sat at the feet of a man who taught you Mediterranean history and never taught anything about West Central African history. Your master teacher teaches Caucasoid history. Think about that. My grandpa taught me real shit. My daddy was a postal clerk for 50 years straight. As a kid, I watched my daddy get up every night to work the graveyard shift for 50 years straight, never strayed. Every day he got up for work and walked out my house, our house, kissed my mama good night, and walked out the house at 9:30 every night like clockwork to go to work to provide for the family. My example of hard-working men. My daddy got an award from the post office for not missing a day of work in 7 whole years. Can you imagine that shit? Imagine not missing a day of work in 7 years. And that's my example of a hard-working man next to my grandpa. I had real people I sat at the feet of, real elders who molded and made me. And that's why Chief X ain't never been out of work. I'm a upstanding working man and a businessman, and I don't owe a person a penny because I got standards and morals. Sitting at the feet, ashy ass feet. Sitting at the feet, sitting at the feet of scabies and shit. So my daddy retired with a shitload of money. 401k set up, retirement, pension, 100%. My daddy's sitting back at home pretty right now. Well, a lot of these cats died broke. In real life, my elders is my granddaddy and my daddy. You guys can keep your fake role if you want. I'm a free nigga. I'm not beholden to none of that bullshit y'all talking. I'm not a part of no go along, get along gang. Let me read some comments here. Hold on, I got a few more things to say. Yeah, niggas is offering Reggie money to debate me and he refuses. But he'll run his mouth on platforms arguing and crying with niggas 8 hours a day. Reggie will go to this live stream for fucking 4 hours, then flip to this another person's live stream for another 4 hours. You know a nigga ain't got no goddamn job. What kind of niggas y'all look up to? Reggie ain't had a job since you guys laid eyes on him. You ain't seen Reggie with a bitch since you guys laid eyes on him. What the hell do y'all be looking up to? Y'all bar is low. The conscious community got a low bar, and you guys are subpar education. And he won't. So he debating he on running his mouth arguing for 8 hours a day for free on all these sites. But he won't take $300-400 from people who putting together some money so me and Reggie can have a debate. That's because he's not confident. Period. I told you I offer niggas money. You guys think all these cats is big bad scholars and they know that if they are sure, if they are confident, it's nowhere in the world a nigga won't take $400 to sit here and debate me for 2 hours. You making $200 an hour. You won't debate me because you know you will lose, like others have lost, and it will be an embarrassment. So you'd rather not take that money and save some embarrassment. Let's be honest. This is why Ankh hasn't debated me. This is why when Sonetter asked Smash Rockwell to debate me, he said no. No way, I can't fuck with Chief X. You better send Sekou. And they sent this man and put a battery in Sekou's back. And Sekou came out here and got his motherfucking head chopped off with a sickle. That was like the sickle of death on his ass. I took my motherfucking machete that I bought in Ghana and cut this cat's head off live and in color on Sonetta TV. And they sacrificed him. They sent a child to do a man's job. And I stuck this jagged knife up in him, and this shit right here was just tearing his organs up. Huh? Talking about arrows. I was slice. If the 9 bows came to me, and the Magi and Jonathan Owens came to me trying to shoot them 9 bows of the Magi, hit Chief X did. Y'all know I'm clowning now. I'm cutting them bowls in half with my West African machete. Hey, in West Africa, I bought about 20 of these machetes in West Africa. They're like handmade, so they were kind of special with the hammer. Now, I like machetes, y'all. I like machetes. I also keep a EDC knife on me, right? This is a quality EDC knife. Bam. Outdoorsman type shit. I practice self defense. See, if Mario Beatty really, he should have somebody teaching gun safety on his motherfucking website. Not no motherfucking herbs and magic shit. Get somebody up there that's about go teach some constitutional law for you black folk. So this is not one from Ghana, right? This is just a modern one, kind of fancy, right? But this one from Ghana, when you, yeah, I got my EDC. I keep a motherfucking pistol. Y'all ain't talking about no gun safety over there. Self protection. That's what you niggas need to be learning. These women. That's why I'm God bless, the protector of women and children. You thought I just said protector of women and children for no reason? My kids, my women know when they're in the presence of Chief X, they are protected in all kind of ways. And a motherfucker gonna do shit to me and my family. That's warrior shit. What y'all on? So in Ghana, this is the steel they make these with. But guess where this steel come from? And sometimes you'll see it written on the. It'll say British steel. This that good old British steel. Leftover shit all in Ghana. They have British steel. Self protection, EDC, knives, firearms. You know what I mean? This is a nice one. Bam. This was the best quality budget knife under 30. It's really worth about 150, but it's the best quality budget knife under 30. Rookie P801. Anytime I'm out in the wilderness, I can cut boxes with it. I'm about to go on a mission to the state park and hike and stay overnight for 48 hours. It's not like no running water there, and you ain't gonna take no bath the time you there. You just got to be outdoors and set you up a tent and shit like that. Yeah, I'm into all that shit. I'm for real, God best, the protector of women and children in real life. What's up, Roshonda Hayward, sweetheart? With your little fine ass. Look at APEP. APEP said, Rashonda, how's a little brown honey bun like you doing tonight? Go ahead, APEP. I ain't even mad at you. That's my sweetheart, Rashonda Hayward. She's so sweet. Okay, so let me just go through a few of these comments. See if anybody had a question for me. Yeah, Reggie's sitting here arguing about the Twa built Egypt. The Twa had no idea Egypt existed. They had no idea there was anything called a pyramid erected. The Twa is clueless about Egypt in ancient times. Only time they may know now because it's modern time and somebody sent them niggas a picture. Okay? Because them was not no Twa that we seen on Norma's palette. Ashrock Quasi, Sarah Susan said, and whoever said that shit was wrong. I feel kind of bad right now. I didn't woke up today. I ain't do a goddamn thing. I was supposed to take care of some business and get some product from somewhere, and I didn't flaked and fucked up my whole day. It's 4 o'clock. Sometimes I wake up and just say, "Fuck it." I'm a grown ass man. I ain't doing a motherfucking thing today. I ain't no kid. I ain't gonna get no whooping. I don't have to work today if I don't want to. I'm in my own space and can do what the hell I want to do. That's freedom. Freedom. A lot of you cats running your mouth, thinking you scholars, big bad bad, and you don't even have your own space to work or shoot the shit in. This is my own space. I'm a grown ass man. Y'all at Big Mama house. That's why y'all be sitting up in cars every live stream. You sitting up cooped up in some fucking room and you only can show the fuck and all you can see is a fucking ceiling because the camera's down here and you only can show the ceiling because you don't want nobody to see that fucked up shit in the background of your raggedy ass spot. It's me is your goal. You trying to be like no, yeah, so I just wanted to go in and let people know ASCAC is not a legit scholarly organization. Their stuff is not all peer reviewed and fact checked and people correcting each other. See, a real scholarship group, a fellow and an institution, right? This shit is reviewed. They don't just put information out where another person has to be like, "What the fuck is you talking about?" Like in a real fellow institute, you're not gonna see niggas selling herb and talking about magic and shit and yoga and Hinduism and I mean like so this is what I'm gonna do. We're gonna be out of here. But in case somebody did want some smoke, we're gonna put the link in there. Niggas jumping on people's live stream but don't jump on my live stream for reasons. You jump on the live stream that you want to side with. See, Ngozi hate that I get this kind of shine, it seems. Appreciate you too, Corey. And I appreciate y'all letting me on for the rare time. I really appreciate it. Because sometimes I just be wanting to defend my stance. I don't be meaning no harm to nobody. Chief X just want to defend his stance sometimes. And then sometimes I'll be like, people is quoting this like it be some haters of mine just quoting me wrong and misrepresenting my stance, and I'd be like, damn, I wish I could get on there and correct my stance. That's all, you know. Even if I had the opportunity to come on other certain people's sites and shit, I wouldn't be coming up with it all the time. Before, I wasn't on all these live streams before. Just when I feel like in the mood, or if it's a topic that I'm interested in, I come on. Okay. But I never was, even when I was allowed on all these different streams. You never see me jumping on all these streams all the time. Nobody did. I wasn't clout chasing. I tell people all the time. People just think, look, I said Sarnetter will allow me on his page anytime I like to be on his page. Sarnetter has asked me, do I want to come on here and talk about this, or do I want to come on and debate this? I've been the one to turn Sarnetter down and say, nah, I'm good. Ask him. So a lot of y'all cats who think that Sarnetter canceled me, Sarnetter wasn't gonna let me on because I talked shit about him and I was exposing him. Not me and Sarnetter has always have a love-hate relationship. Plus, what I wanted to come on Sarnetter's for and debate the other day and bring up topic was bigger than me or Sonetter. This one bitch ass nigga named Suge, Uncle Suge, made a video about me for 4 hours 2 days ago. Oh, Chief X is back with Sonetter. He said he would never go on Sonetters again. Chief Beck and shit. Chief X back with Son. But he didn't understand. I had bigger fish to fry, and it wasn't about Sonetter. I had the burning desire to get my message out to 15,000 people instead of just 800 or 1,000 people on my live stream on my page. So I said, fuck all that bullshit. I'm going on Sonetter because I'm allowed to. And I can go on there again and set it off. I can put a presentation. I could have put this presentation together and went on Sonetters and... Nah, he wouldn't have let me do this one. But I can go in there and talk my shit whenever the fuck I want to, niggas. Y'all thought I was held back? No, I hold myself back. Because I'm not clout chasing like a lot of you cats. Huh? Yeah. Yeah, so look here. The reason, people don't understand. Look, the reason when I sat out on a mission 2 years ago is when these cats start arguing about certain claims and Ankh, Asar, and Wujaru start falling out with each other behind this shit, really. My reach affected them. Let's just be real. When I... Hold on. Oops. Let me shut these pop-ups down. Okay, so like... Oops. Let me just play this video one more time before I bounce. Hold on. It's only 1 minute. When I made this video 2 years ago, I was real and was serious. Let me show you. If somebody just popped in. I wish some of y'all would rewind these videos and not just come in starting the book from the middle. Because you miss a lot. So this is the video right here that jump-started me. But even 2 years before this, I was hinting around. But this is right video right here. 2 years ago, I made January. I said this is a year. And I've calculated this shit. I'm just in talking. I said January. This is January in 2021. I made this video.
The entire conscious community will be torn down and remodeled. From Sheikh Anta Diop to Dr. Ben, all the way down to the craziest young pharaoh. A lot of people will be in their feelings in 2021.
Bam! I paused it. You goddamn right. Niggas been in their feelings ever since. Let me continue.
They will be in their feelings more than they've been in their feelings at any time.
Bam! That's true. Niggas done broke up behind this shit.
I'm tearing it all down and remodeling it because it has mold in all the walls. And it's no good anymore. We're rebuilding it on truth. The entire conscious community and its teachings have been a sham for 40 years. Strap on your seatbelt. Get ready. A lot of niggas gonna be in their feelings. And I'm Chief X. I'm the Cyber Village Chief. And you the frontline worker. I lay down the law.
I said I'll lay down the law. And I'm asking Dr. Mario Beatty to step down as president of ASCAC until, or to save himself, he can simply apologize to black America for the miseducation, for the misdirection, and remove ancient Egypt from being claimed as African Americans' ancestors. We've proven without a shadow of a doubt that the ancient Egyptians was not black folk. It has nothing to do with us. We've proven that. I told people 2 years ago to strap on your seatbelts. We're going for a fucking ride. And it's been a ride. Some niggas have crashed. Some niggas totaled their car out. You know what I mean? Some niggas is riding in the right, correct car. Some of us is cruising in a Cadillac on the highway. Let me tell you who's cruising and who's free and just cruising and telling the truth. If it wasn't for Corey, anti-theist, and Sheffrin, right? If it wasn't for these two and the pseudo killers would not be a pseudo killer group. They would be filled with some pseudos. They're the only ones that's keeping the pseudo killers honest. Is Sheffrin and Corey, the anti-theist, and everyone knows it. We are riding in the Cadillac on the motherfucking freeway, smooth sailing with our seatbelts on. We ain't got no skeletons in our closet. We've let all that shit go. We've admitted that we was in a cult. We admitted that we used to believe this and we don't believe it no more. So we don't have to hide, dip and shit and do all that shit. We free to tell the truth. We free to correct shit. We have no agenda except truth and righteousness. And a lot of y'all didn't strap on and put your seatbelts on. You crashed and burned. Some of y'all head hit that motherfucking windshield because you didn't have your seatbelt on. And they gave you brain damage. And you've become a berserker and gone crazy because it's just too much for you. It's just overwhelming. That's what it is. Squally Vision, that's my homie. What's up, Squally Vision? You missed the live stream. You might want to go back to the beginning of this one. The beginning was hot. I'm just freestyling now. What's up, Ricardo Robinson? I love when Shakir come up in here. Shakir, I'm going to apologize for these rabbit racists who cuss y'all out in chats just because you guys want to be a part of the conversation. You want to share what your history and your people about. Some people think they know your history and your people better than you do, okay? But you here to correct us when we wrong, and we love having you around. APEP, the same thing with you. We love having you around, right? No matter what Ngozi say, fuck it. We like having you around. We like having you in the discussions, and keep going. Don't be scared of none of these motherfuckers. Let them know what time it is. I didn't see you correct people, and that's why they mad at you now and doing racist rants at you. Cause the truth hurts. Hey, Roshana, what you say, sweetheart? Yes, Chief, are you my sweetheart too? Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Check this out, family. This was exciting. It was a 2 hours of real shit. I mean, share this video. I'm not sure why y'all ain't hit the like button yet. You need to be whooped just the same for not hitting the like button, goddammit. No, but hit the like button, please. Feel free to share this information. I didn't tell not one lie. I proved my point throughout this whole thing. I always show and prove. I mean you no harm. Chief X just means you love. Chief X just wants you properly educated. Chief X just don't want you to be a naive, gullible black American. We don't want to look bad on the world stage no more. That's the whole thing about it. Fuck it all. The point of it all is I'm sick and tired, and you should be sick and tired of us looking bad on the world stage. Okay? No, Chevron didn't crash and burn. Chevron always Chevron has always had his seatbelt on, riding comfortably in a floating Cadillac down the highway. He's been honest about his shit. He's been honest about history, and Chevron and Corey has kept Pseudo Killer's group honest. We know Cedric Ortega and a lot of the other people are still a little hard headed and still fighting to be Egyptians, but they holding them, making them honest. Keep up the good work. Chief X is out.